Well, that's it from us in the studio. It's back over to Gamal and Katie at Manchester Cathedral.
Vicky, many thanks indeed. Well, hello again. And we've heard so many moving tributes to Ricky Hatton, not just today, but in the weeks since the news of his death broke.
Yeah, we're now going to hear from a young man who is here today, who lays claim to being the hitman's biggest fan.
Some of you may remember James Bowes. He and Ricky struck up a friendship more than 25 years ago.
Yeah, James, who was seriously ill with water on the brain, became Ricky's mascot on those big fight nights in Manchester. And he's been speaking to Michael.
That's a jacket with Hitman on.
It was the most beautiful of friendships. James Bowes was just 10 years old when he first walked into Ricky Hatton's gym. The champ immediately took him under his wing, and it wasn't long before young James was part of the team.
Well, as soon as I knew I could go to the fights, it just made my day, and as soon as we got in the arenas, my face was like, where am I? It just made me day with all the crowd. And
he took you on the adventure, didn't he?
Yeah, it just really got me excited about it.
You became almost,
mascot,
I was going to say, a lucky mascot, weren't you?
His lucky mascot, yeah. Everybody else around the world who actually would want to be his mascot didn't have the chance like I did. So I was the very, very lucky person to be his mascot, and I'm really, really glad about that.
James was born with water on the brain and has epilepsy. It meant he couldn't travel when Ricky hit the big time in the USA.
Even when I get in that ring in Boston, and she'll be out here him shouting all the way back from Manchester.
Give him that. I'll give him one. Give him that ring. Yeah. Do that to him. Yeah. I'll give you the ring as soon as I've boxed, mate. Yeah.
The hitman would even send messages on his travels.
As soon as I've won them belts, I'll give you the call and have a chat with you.
James, there's some incredible memorabilia on the walls here. Talk us through some of that.
There's really, really nice Ricky Hatton, pictures like, that's my mate Ricky, that's me.
And I notice the autograph says, to my mate James, my number one fan.
Which I am.
You always were, weren't you?
Yeah, and I always will be his number one fan.
Now look at this photo here. Tell me about this day.
Oh yeah.
It looks like you've just knocked him out. Is that the idea?
Yeah, it's like thinking of knocked him out.
As Ricky became a superstar of world boxing and made some high-profile new friends, James remained his number one.
We haven't forgot him. You all know him. Give it up for my little friend James Bowes here, please. Very brave little lad.
In 2009, another special moment as James received the all-clear to travel to Las Vegas, with Ricky paying for his trip.
As soon as I got told I was allowed to go, I was just really excited.
James grew up on the council estate like I did, Hattersley Council Estate. I'm sure little James never thought he would ever see the lights of Las Vegas, and he certainly is a dream come true in many ways.
But it's the good times in Manchester James will treasure the most as he remembers his best friend.
I loved him a lot because he was a special, special friend to me, because he's there in my heart still. I'll always be his best mate, and I'll never, never change, because he's the champion of the world and he'll always be that.
James, the lucky mascot, speaking to Mike.
Yeah, and you could see just how much they meant to each other, couldn't you? And obviously today, that report pretty much sums up Ricky Hatton, doesn't it?
That was Ricky in a nutshell. I can't think of a more appropriate way to conclude the day, to be honest, than with that report. Ricky's daughter Fern said as part of her incredible eulogy in the cathedral today that the thing she admired most about her dad was he helped people who felt unseen to be known. And that's what would have happened in his gym 25 years ago with James. This little boy walked in with a serious illness. James lost his mum at a very young age. And Ricky put his arm around him and said, you know what, you're going to be my mate and I'm going to take you on this adventure with me. And he did that with everybody. The people of Hyde and Hattersley and Manchester and the northwest of England and beyond, and ourselves in the media as well. He wanted everyone to come on this ride with him. And when he said, I'm going to fight in Las Vegas, why don't you all come? 30,000 people flew to Las Vegas to be with him. The vast majority had no chance of getting a ticket for these fights. They just wanted to be there. And Ricky just wanted them to be there. He was a unique sports star who craved that contact with his people. I can't imagine imagine there's ever been a more selfied celebrity ever than Ricky Hatton. He never said no to a photograph, he never said no to an autograph. He really was unique.
Mike, you at the service earlier on today. It's been the most emotional of days, hasn't it?
Yeah, very sad day, very surreal day. I don't think anybody in the cathedral or on the route or watching at home yet has fully processed what has happened. It's hard to believe that Ricky Hatton, this larger-than-life character, isn't around anymore. He's gone at such a young age of 46. He's been this ever-present in Northwest life, hasn't he, for 25 years now. It was a really moving service. The eulogies by his 3 children were so powerful. They showed the same bravery that their dad showed in the boxing ring, didn't they, today? We heard Millie, his 13-year-old daughter, describing him as the funniest person she'd ever met. Fern remembering those trips bowling and playing mini golf in Tenerife. There should have been so many more memories still to come for these children. And Ricky's son Campbell, who was devastated in that cathedral today, and yet still a chip off the old block, trying to get a bit of a giggle from the audience by reminding them that it used to annoy his dad that he made him a granddad at the age of 39. So yeah, the children did him proud today, as did the whole city.
And how will he be remembered, Mike?
Well, first and foremost, he will be remembered as a brilliant boxer, because he was a fantastic boxer. Ricky always used to say he wasn't Britain's best boxer, but I think it is safe to say he was Britain's greatest boxer. You hear people talk about stars who transcend sport. That expression was invented for Ricky Hatton. There'll be so many people tonight watching at home who have zero interest in boxing, but they knew Ricky Hatton. They liked Ricky Hatton. He was this Jack the Lad, you know, this larger-than-life character who made people smile. And even today, on his final journey, he still made people smile with that 3-wheeler, didn't he? I mean, how incredible was that? Ricky always used to say to me that the day we went filming for Granada Reports around Hyde in that 3-wheeler was one of his favourite days. It was one of my favourite days too. The looks we got off people, the car kept breaking down, there was smoke billowing in through the dashboard. He thought it was the funniest thing ever. He still had the piece saved on his Sky Q box. He was a one-off, and years ago he promised he would never get too big for his boots, and he never did, and that's why people loved him.
Wonderful memories to cherish, and Mike, many thanks indeed. And that is where we end our programme this evening after the most extraordinary, emotional day here in Manchester, a day when thousands of people lined the streets to say goodbye to a true local hero.
Well, Ricky Hatton was the cheeky chappie from the council estate in Hyde who became a global star and a national treasure. He was never in any doubt about how much he was loved here in his home city, and the people of Manchester did him proud today. Good night.
Maybe I don't really wanna know how your garden grows, 'cause I just wanna fly lately.
Ricky Hatton!
In the morning rain, as it soaks you to the bone. Maybe I just wanna fly, wanna live but don't wanna die. Maybe I just wanna breathe. Maybe I just don't believe. Maybe you're the same as me. We see
The dream is made real! Ricky Hatton rocks the world with a truly stunning win!
That's what I've come to see. That's what I've come to see.
Mr. Richard Hatton for services to boxing.
What you see is what you get. There's never airs, no graces with me. I'd like to think people would remember as, oh, Ricky, he was a world champion, yeah, but he was one of us.
Gotta live forever.